Unit 4. Hetty meets grandfather. Reading. Hetty moves to her grandfather's village after spending a few years with her aunt in a city. Does she find any difficulty to adjust herself at the new place? Hetty was 5 years old, with rosy cheeks and short black curly hair. She lived with her aunt Deti after her parents had died. Deti got a job in Frankfurt, and so she took Hetty to her grandfather. The old man lived in a hut. Deti introduced Hetty to her grandfather. The little girl ran up to him and held out her hand. "Hello, grandfather," she said. "I'm very happy to meet you." He shook her hand but turned to Deti. With a frown he said, "Who told you to bring her here? I do not need a child in my life. She had lived with you for so many years, she'll not be comfortable with me." But Deti had no choice. She had to leave Hetty with her grandfather. Hetty was a little afraid of her grandfather, but she decided to be friendly. "Is this where you live, grandfather?" she asked timidly. "Come with me," he said uneasily. "I'll show you around." It was just one room with only a bed, a cupboard, and a wooden table. Hetty ran up to the hay loft. "It's so wonderful here, nice and warm, and the hay is so soft. There's even a small round window from where I can see the mountain," said Hetty. "You can have that for your bedroom, if you like," said grandfather. "Can I really?" Hetty said happily. "Oh, thank you, grandfather. First I must make a bed." She began to make a bed with some fresh, sweet-smelling hay. She was very pleased with it. "I believe this is the best bed in the whole of Switzerland," she said. Grandfather smiled at Hetty's excitement and said, "Are you hungry, my child? It's time to eat." Grandfather began preparing the food. He cut the 2 slices of bread and 2 lumps of cheese, and toasted the cheese over the fire. He was pleased to see Hetty making herself useful. She took the dishes and cutlery from the cupboard and began to set the table. The two of them sat down to a supper of bread, cheese, and goats that was truly delicious, said Hetty. He helped grandfather to clear the table and do the dishes. It was beginning to get dark. They sat outside and watched the sunset. Hetty saw a boy coming down the mountains with his goats. His name was Peter. Peter the goatherd looked after grandfather's goats, Little Swan and Little Bear. One was pure white and the other brown. "Where does Peter take this goat?" asked Hetty. "He takes them to the mountains so that they can eat fresh grass," replied grandfather. "Can I go with him tomorrow?" asked Hetty. "The mountain looked beautiful. I love the fresh air. I want to spend the day with Little Swan and Little Bear." "It's getting late," said grandfather. "Good night, Hetty, and sleep well." Hetty fell asleep, dreaming of the mountains covered with fresh grass and beautiful flowers. She loved nature. She loved being outdoors. She knew she would love the birds and the trees, the field and the mountain. She knew she would be happy there with grandfather.